Today we'll look at the top 10 best places to visit in Norway. Norway offers visitors an incredible mix of cultural and natural wonders. From cosmopolitan Oslo to its endless snow-capped mountain peaks and deep fjords, there's no end of choices for travelers in the land of the midnight sun and the stunning northern lights. Getting around the country is easy, and the country's top-notch transit systems offer some of the best sightseeing opportunities too, whether by rail or aboard the fantastic coastal steamers. One of the world's most prosperous nations, Norway seems to have a fascinating museum for just about every important aspect of its rich cultural and social history. Do your research, and you'll find fascinating attractions covering everything from the Vikings to seafaring and fishing, as well as art and entertainment. Norway is also rich in spectacular scenery. From its stunning fjords to its spectacular mountains and glaciers, many of which are easily accessible to tourists, you'll find some of the best places to visit in Europe for exciting adventures. Plan your sightseeing excursions with our list of the top tourist attractions in Norway. Now, before we continue, make sure to subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell so you won't miss a single upload. Now, let's get on with the list. Number 1. Sonefjord. The largest of Norway's fjords, Sonefjord reaches 204 kilometers inland from the coastal village of Skjolden, and branches off into countless smaller inlets and fjords along the way. At its widest, the king of the fjords is almost 5 kilometers across, and the cliff walls reach as high as 1,307 meters, making a breathtaking sight. The most popular way to visit the fjord is by boat, and fjord cruises and sightseeing tours are plentiful. Many of the best tour options depart conveniently from the attractive town of Bergen. Tourists will also enjoy exploring the narrower branches like Norwayfjord, a spectacular 17-kilometer stretch with cliff walls that are only 250 meters apart and tower more than 1,700 meters above the water. Number 2. Lofoten Islands. The Lofoten Islands form an archipelago off the coast of northwestern Norway, and are a popular tourist destination for Norwegians and foreigners alike. Thanks to the Gulf Stream, the weather here is mild despite its location within the Arctic Circle. Tourists come here to enjoy the beaches, explore traditional fishing villages, kayak, hike, and see the wildlife. These islands are also one of the best places to visit for a glimpse of the northern lights. There are plenty of attractions and things to do on the islands, especially in Svolvær, which is the largest town, located on the southern coast of Ostbugøy Island. Number 3. Jotunheimen. The largest alpine region on the Norwegian high plateau, the Jotunheimen covers an area of 3,499 square kilometers and includes Scandinavia's highest mountains. It's also home to many spectacular waterfalls, rivers, lakes, glaciers, and wildlife, such as large reindeer populations. Two of this national park's mountains rise to heights of more than 2,438 meters, the highest being Galdhøpiggen. Despite its tremendous height, Galdhøpiggen can be climbed in about 4 hours. Although a guide is required, the incredible views over rocky crags and fields of ice from the summit make it money well spent. Another 4-hour climb in the Hurrengane group is to the 1,349-meter Skagastolsbotn and the Skagastolsberg Glacier. Number 4. Tromsø. Situated 349 kilometers north of the Arctic Circle, Tromsø is best known for its important role as the base for many major Arctic expeditions since the mid-1800s. The Tromsø area was first settled in the 13th century as a fishing village, and the industry has been an integral part of life here ever since, contributing to the area's maritime charm. Also a result of its northerly position, Tromsø is a top destination for those hoping to see the spectacular aurora borealis or northern lights. Tourists will find multiple attractions and fun things to do in town that explain and explore the phenomenon. An unexpected tourist attraction for an area deep within the frozen north, the Tromsø Arctic Alpine Botanic Garden is home to a plethora of flowering plants. Number 5. Pulpit Rock. A tourist attraction best suited for the active traveler thanks to the arduous journey required to get there. Pulpit Rock is nevertheless one of the most popular sites in Norway. Located near Stavanger, the destination requires ferry and bus rides, and then a 2-hour uphill hike to reach the almost perfectly flat-topped cliff, which looks over Lysefjord, more than 600 meters above the water. Those visiting the Stavanger area will also want to stop by the surprisingly fascinating Norwegian Canning Museum, which is set up as the cannery during World War II. Number 6. Fjord. Part of the spectacular Fjord Norway network and regularly topping the UNESCO World Heritage Sites list, the Fjord region north of Ålesund offers some of the finest scenery anywhere in Norway. The eastward continuation of the Fjord, the Fjord boasts some of the country's most spectacular views. One of the best is from the summit of Dalsniva. At 1,495 meters, the views of the surrounding mountains and the Fjord far below are simply breathtaking. Numerous cruises and tours are available, but if you're driving, be sure to take the winding Eagles Road with its 11 hairpin bends and great views. Number 7. Lillehammer. Located above Lake Mjøsa at the south end of the Gudbrandsdal Valley, Lillehammer is one of Norway's best-known year-round tourist destinations. In summer, it's all about attractions such as Malhagen Park, an open-air museum consisting of more than 100 historic buildings, including 18th-century farmhouses, workshops, and a stave church. Another notable landmark is Peer Gynt's Cottage. Dating from the early 1700s, it's said to have been the home of the prototype of Ibsen's famed hero. But it's when the snow flies that Lillehammer really shines. Host to the 1994 Winter Olympics, the city's list of winter activities is endless: skating, curling, sleigh rides, more than 480 kilometers of Nordic ski trails, as well as alpine ski centers. Number 8. Bryggen Hanseatic Wharf. One of the most popular sightseeing opportunities in Bergen is the Bryggen Hanseatic Wharf. This vibrantly painted area was once the city's center of trade and was dominated by Hanseatic merchants. Today, tourists can find several historic buildings that portray life during the Middle Ages, as well as boutiques, restaurants, and the Bryggen Museum. Learn even more at the Hanseatic Museum, which has been open since 1872. This fascinating museum is housed in Finnegard, a 1704 home that was owned by one of the merchants. Number 9. Atlantic Ocean Road. The Atlantic Ocean Road, one of 18 national tourist routes in Norway, is not only a vital connection for the maze of tiny islands it serves, it's also a lure for anglers, diving enthusiasts, and visitors wanting to get as close as possible to the sea. Although just over 8 kilometers long, it has gained a reputation as one of the most spectacular stretches of coastal highway in the world, weaving through an archipelago in Eid and Averøy and more Og Romsdal. Several sites specifically geared to tourists have also popped up, including restaurants and resorts, as well as fishing excursion operators. Number 10. Norway Rail Routes. There's no better way to see Norway's stunning countryside than by train. Perhaps surprisingly for such a mountainous country, Norway's rail lines stretch more than 3,218 kilometers, encountering along the way some 775 tunnels and more than 3,000 bridges. The best scenic routes begin in Oslo, including the Bergen Railway, which runs over the Hardangervidda mountain plateau. Other routes of note are the Dovre Railway from Oslo to Trondheim with its sideline, the Rama Railway, between Dombås and Andelsens, and the famous Flam Railway, the world's steepest. Which of these places would you like to visit in the near future? Please tell us in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like, share it with your friends, and make sure to subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell so you won't miss a single upload. So that's it for today, and I'll see you in the next video.